Oh. Oh! I got it with the last one. Oh, good Lord. Hey everybody, welcome back. Finally had a few days off of work, and just so happened that it was a nice day out today, so I figured I'd come shoot some more content for you guys. Today I wanted to revisit the accuracy of the 162 copper impacts that Winchester's loading for the 6.8 Western. Last year I shot this ammo out of my rifle and without the suppressor, and I wasn't too impressed with the results from it. So I wanted to revisit this with the suppressor on it to see if I can tighten up the groups. I also have the lab radar out today so we can get a bigger picture on how the rounds are working regarding like standard deviation and extreme spread. I'm going to start out with 100 yards and see how those work, and then we can kind of go from there. If you guys aren't familiar with what I'm shooting, I've got a custom built 6.8 Western on a Defiance Action and a carbon fiber barrel. It's made by Carbon 6 and it's a 20-inch barrel. So the velocities that you'll be seeing today will be out of a 20-inch barrel. Again, these are 162 copper impacts from Winchester. I forgot one of my target cameras, so what I'll do is while I shoot, if my lab radar picks up the rounds with my suppressor, I'll just call out the velocity, and then we'll just do a walk up to the target at 100 yards, and I'll show you the hits. So again, my apologies, I didn't bring the other camera, but we'll make do with what we have. .2873. Also, this rifle is sighted for the Berger 170s, so the point of impact is going to be off, but I've got a big cardboard out there, so we'll be able to capture all the shots. So that first one was .2873. .2921. Oh yeah. I'm gonna throw the hearing muffs on. It's a little loud. I still got a little ringing in my ear. Just a little bit. .2870. .2926. .2871. Okay, so we had an average velocity of 2892, a standard deviation of 28.6 feet per second, and an extreme spread of 56 feet per second. So honestly, pretty crappy for factory ammo. Let's run down range, and I mean, to be expected for factory ammo, that's why I reload my own. But let's run down range and we'll take a look at the groups. The reason why I'm trying out the 162 copper impacts is it seems like this is the prevailing ammo that you can buy on the on websites or in your local store. It seems like there's just a lot of it. So I was hoping that because there's a lot of it and there's not a whole lot of offerings, or seems to be, at least in my area in Montana, there isn't a whole lot of offerings for factory loaded ammo for the 6.8 Western. I figured if we can get some good results out of the 162 copper impacts, that might be a viable option for you guys if you guys are just wanting to shoot factory ammo out of your 6.8 Western. So that's kind of the reason why I wanted to do an accuracy test on this. So let's see what the groups look like. Okay, so this is my first shot, second shot, third shot, fourth shot, and fifth shot. I'm gonna say that's probably maybe a 2-inch, might be an 1.5 inches. I will do a Ballistics X measurement on that for you. So not looking very good at 100 yards. Right, so to give this bullet a fair shot, I'm going to stretch this out to 300 just to see if it needs a little bit of distance for that bullet to stabilize and take advantage of its ballistics coefficient. So what I did was I placed another orange target here. I kept these same shots here, but I just marked the hole to the black Sharpie, so that way we know which holes were shot at 100. And let's go shoot at 300 and see what kind of groups we can get out of that. Interesting thing is I'm getting about 2890 for a velocity, and on the box they're advertising the velocity as 2875. So I'm getting a little bit better velocity than what they're printing on the box. I think they're using a 24-inch barrel. That seems to be the case for a lot of the like the ballistics testing that the manufacturers do. And in fact, that's what I see a lot on the Hotchins website for the reloading data, is they use a 24-inch barrel. So I'm going to assume that they're going to use a 24-inch barrel on this. Just for your information, the G1 ballistics coefficient is 0.6 or 0.564, and the G7 ballistics coefficient is 0.224. Okay, so I've got the target at 300 yards. It's pretty mirage. There's a lot of mirage just because it's warm out today. So we'll do our best, and we'll see what kind of groups we print at 300. I'm not going to be using the lab radar because we already have our data that we needed for this bullet. Okay, let's go see how we did. Well, okay, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit more impressed now. I'll measure this out with my Ballistics X and I'll get a on-screen measurement for you guys, but that is, I would say, the size of my fist at 300. So, yeah, I want to say that's probably gotta be at least a 3.5-inch group. So maybe a little over 1 MOA. But I was expecting it to be a lot bigger compared just based off of our 100-yard results. So, wow, very good. Well, I'm feeling a little bit frosty, so I'm gonna try out the 1,000-yard gong. I don't have any ballistics set up for this round, so I'm just gonna use my Berger 170 ballistics and see if I can't get 1 or 2 shots close to the gong, and then I can make my corrections from there. It's really mirage. There's a lot of mirage, so we'll give it a shot. I should say a few shots. So I'm doing 27.2 minutes of angle of come up. I've got wind, 1.1 minutes of angle. We'll go 1 minute of angle. And let's see what we can come up with here. Okay. Let's say we're 2 minutes low. And I'm gonna leave wind the same. We'll just see if we can get this up. Don't know where that one hit. Of course, my batteries on my headset died, so I can't hear anything if I hit a gong. So I'm just gonna sacrifice a little bit of hearing here. I didn't see where that one hit. Okay. I'm gonna come down just a bit and we'll come right. Get too much wind. I'm just not gonna hold any wind. And we'll just see what that goes. See what that happens here. Let's see here. I've done all the testing I need to do with these, so I've got like 5 rounds left. So let's just see if we can't get a hit out there with no ballistics profile built for this round or anything. Man, I can't, yeah. There's just so much mirage out there, it's hard to see anything. I mean, I'm gonna bring it back to 12. It's, you know, a little bit better. Oh, that was good, that was good. Okay, so we hit right in front of it. Windage was pretty good. I'm gonna leave no wind and just screw with the elevation a little bit. We're right in there, boys. We're right in there. It's just the fact that this thing just doesn't have the best groups at these shorter distances, so the variation of spread at that longer distance really gets magnified. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even. It's hard to tell. We'll send one more. We'll send one more. We'll bring it down a little bit here and see what we can figure out. Yeah, I'll shoot a little bit over it. Oh. Oh! I got it with the last one. Oh, good Lord. That was good. So I'm at 28.75 and I held kind of left edge. I had like left edge of the plate. How about that? All right, so copper impacts, 1035. Not the prettiest, but it made an impact, I suppose. That concludes today's video. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys did, I would appreciate you guys liking the video and subscribing if you guys feel like you guys would like to. I'd also like to know if you guys have had any success or how these bullets have been shooting out of your 6A Western rifle. So once again, thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.